Today's program is a girls' mentorship program, which is normally done annually, I think, by the Department of Gender. So this is not the first time we are witnessing it. And I recall that personally, this is my second time being here at this very venue where we did similar thing for the girls. So it's an opportunity to bring the girls together from different basic and second cycle schools in the region and from different districts also to encourage them, yeah, to serve as role models, to inspire them, and then to give them dreams, to help them achieve their dreams because they have it. But there are many times that they've not seen people in their communities who've achieved what they want to achieve. So when they are gathered here and you bring different professionals, I'm here speaking as a lecturer, but also as a gender specialist. I recall that previously we had police coming in their uniform, women police officers. We had medics coming in. We had people from different professional backgrounds coming in. And then the girls identify with these people and they ask questions. How did you get to this point? What are some of the challenges that might be on our way? How did you manage to surmount these challenges? And how did you get there? And what, advice or lessons can you give to us? And that is exactly what we are doing here.
If you look at the challenge we have with teenage pregnancy, I think we're ranked third in 2020. If you look at, yes, the role model, good, but the issue of poverty appears to be one dominant force in the region. Some people have even suggested that, well, once they are sexually active, why don't you introduce them to family planning so that they can guard against pregnancies and all of that? I mean, what's your take?
Yeah, like I said, I'm into gender, but I'm also into sexuality and reproductive health issues. So I'm also a Christian, I'm also a Ghanaian. Always I make my standpoint clear because there are times that when you want to be pragmatic, and I'm a pragmatist, people think that, are you not a Christian, are you not a Ghanaian, what are you saying? But like you said, the first thing is abstain, the ABC, going back to it, abstain. But if you genuinely know that this person's experience level and this person's lifestyle said that this person is not abstaining, guide the person with how to survive that, process of that stage. And I'll say that protect yourself. I wouldn't say no to that because if not, you rather get pregnant and abort with all the consequences that goes with it. So I stand or I go with that group that says that abstain, that is the first option. But if you genuinely know this person is sexually active, he or she is known to be doing this and that, then the person should protect him or herself so that he can go through this stage successfully. I also go by that kind of thing, yes.
How do we surmount? Because there was a time that we recorded 14,000 plus and all of that. It appears not to go away. I had an interview with someone who was 39 years old, was expecting the 10th child in the night. She doesn't even know where 6 of the children even do sleep. So it becomes like a cycle. And these people are vulnerable. How do we really surmount these obstacles?
It's challenging. Personally, as an academic, also a researcher and a lecturer, I'm not new to this, and I've personally done studies in this area. So poverty is there. But my argument has always been that why is it that we have maybe 3-4 people from poor homes, but one will come through, others will be impeded by their poverty situation. So now, then socialization comes in, the nurturing, the type of home you are coming from. And I'm a sociologist, and we always argue that the home is very, very important because it's a microcosm. It is, the bedrock. And if homes are good, if homes are molded, then it means society is not going to even suffer all the social ills we are experiencing because you are coming from a good home I'm coming from a good home, she's or he is coming from, and then together we come together, then society will be healthy. Unfortunately, that is not it. So poverty shouldn't be used as an excuse. I may be poor, but if you're morally, upright, if you are trained to say no to wrong and to say yes to, most of us, we are not from rich homes, but we've come out. So morals, and then the foundation is very, very key. We shouldn't hide behind poverty. Poverty is an issue. We are not, disputing that. But that shouldn't be the issue, because there are people from poor homes who have still sailed through, and they are really contributing to society. So that shouldn't be the excuse. And pregnancy is an issue. There was a research we did for the UNFPA based on their interventions. And then there were 4 key areas: cohabitation, teenage pregnancy, child marriage, and then child marriage, cohabitation, teenage pregnancy was the 4th one. It's escaped me. Okay. So, and then we realized that teenage pregnancy so it's like the chicken and egg situation. Which comes first? So there are times that you may be engaging in a relationship, then teenage pregnancy ensues. Then your parents will push you to your partner that, oh, okay, you are pregnant, go and stay with the one who impregnated you. You are pushed outside, so now, cohabitation is in there at the same time. And this person may be less than the approved age, so it is a child marriage also at the same time. So you see, they are all compounded, and that is happening. But through the intervention of the UNFPA and some of the programs through the Director for Gender previously and now, we are making some inroads. So it's not all, Friday I was with the parliamentarians at Ridge Royal, and I made a presentation from this study. And I said that is it. But it's not like it's a hopeless situation. We are making some achievement. Like you said, previously and now, there's been a difference. So we shouldn't give up. But from my own research in the area of child prostitution in other domains, I always come to the conclusion that if we can achieve, it needs to be a multi-sectorial approach. It's not an individual. So the ministry is doing something, the school may come in, the church will come in, social scientists, speakers, like we all have to, and then the family being the very primary conduit, we all need to come together and we can achieve something.
My final question, mentioning the family, is extended family system or the system, is it under threat, or is it accountable for some of these things we are witnessing recently? I think it was yesterday, what's happening in our schools, stabbing people and all of that. But exactly. So in those days, well, if you are doing something, someone who is not even your from the same blood relation could even say that, hey, stop, and can even drag you to your parents and all of that. Is our extended family system under threat?
It is a whole wave. Sociology will say social change, and it's multiplicity of factors, including the breakdown of the extended family. Now, just Friday, as part of our discussion with the parliamentarians, the issue is the rich are having 2 children, 3 children. The poor says that I'll have 10 and 12, and then, like the adage goes, "Baku fumepi." Why never to say about with those days when you leave them for posterity and then even fosterage, where people will come and adopt your children and raise them. Now, children are not ready to go and stay with others. People need helpers and they can't get. So there's a wave of change. That's why I'm not attributing it to a single factor. It's multiplicity of factors. So the change is going on. Then the social media. When you were younger, when I was younger, phones, nothing. We were in our own microcosm, like what we know, culture was strong, tradition, all these things are broken down. So globalization is with us. It's in our homes because the phone is a global icon. It has everything. Whatever is happening in other parts of the world is with you because of the phone. And then what are the mechanisms, the support systems in place to help you go through this change? Outside, they still have the social structures. We don't have it. We don't really have that kind of structure. So the family system is breaking down, but we have not enacted the social support systems. And that is where we are. But I don't want to be, a messenger of doom, always bringing about the problems, the negatives, and then the pessimists, and then where do we turn to? It's not all, because these things are also positive in some way, but I still go back to the fact that the family has a big role to play. The extended family system is breaking up because of the difficulties, because if I can't take care of my own children, why do I go for additional children? So it comes back to family planning. Let's have the children we can manage. Free SHS may be there, but you still have a role to play. You need to give your children provision, you need to give them some basics before they can go to school. But if you assume that I'll just have the children and posterity will care for them, you are joking. It's challenging, actually, I must confess. And it's like we say, it's a change. But we are not being equipped with the shocks to absorb the change. That is why I'm saying it. Because they will argue that outside we don't have this corporal punishment system and a whole lot. Fine. But they have other support here. Like we have friends who are teaching at the secondary and other level. Now people are more relaxed also because the little that is due them sometimes they are not giving you. Be someone's child and the parent is on you and a whole lot. So there is the need for stakeholder engagement at different levels. We need to talk about it. Recently this LGBTQ issue, you realize that the anti-bill has brought it up, and then when there's a discourse, there can be a solution. But when there are silences and they are shrouded, then you don't have clarity on the issue. So it's difficult to propound a solution to it. So we need to really engage, and then at all levels, yes, in our schools, because there's no corporal punishment. Teachers are relaxed because they are not motivated. And yet these things are going on. And parents are not in the school system because as soon as you send your child to the school, you sort of hand over the care role to another person. To what extent is this person really holding on to that role and performing? These are questions. So we need to come together and engage.
At the end of the day, when the teachers even discipline the children,
there are issues. Exactly. Parenting now is a little different from the parenting we experience as children. There's so much like pampering, advice, like a whole lot. It's not like you need to be mean to the child. Some of us were not keen, but we're still disciplined. But now people are just too relaxed and all pampering. If we love our children, it doesn't mean we shouldn't discipline them. And discipline is not all about caning. We have different modes of discipline, so we need to do it.